Hi everybody, thanks for joining me today. My name is Miss Jen and welcome back to the Bubble Laboratory.
KidsQuest Children's Museum!
Love of learning starts here.
Today we have two different activities we're going to do. And to do them, you will need your bubble solution, straws, string, scissors, and then some sort of tray that has an edge, or even a plate will work. Something where when we pour this liquid out, it doesn't go everywhere and we're able to contain a small amount. So what we're gonna do is when we find that tray, like a baking sheet, or even some sort of like casserole dish, anything like that, is we are going to take our bubble solution and pour it onto the tray. Pour the whole thing. And we want to have enough on the tray to where it's formed a thin layer. You don't need too much, but you want a very thin layer and you want it to be on the entire tray. So now that I have my tray of bubble solution, I am going to push it to the side so I can show you our first activity. For the first activity, you will need to pick 2 straws and then grab your string and your scissors. We are going to be making what is called a bubble window pane. And what that means is if you have seen a window pane maybe in your house, what a window looks like and how there are 1, 2, 3, 4 edges to our window like this. And in the middle you can see through it. So that's what we're gonna be making with our string and our scissors. So I have 2 straws because 2 edges of my window are going to be straw and 2 are going to be string. So I'm going to take my string, don't get it tangled up, and I'm going to grab one of the edges and I'm going to put one of my straws through it until the string comes out the other side. And this might be a little bit tricky, but if you hold the straw and push it down, it's a little bit easier. Okay, once you get one string on, we're gonna do the same thing with the other straw. Push it down until it comes out the other side. So now I have 2 straws on a string. But like I said, the straws are only 2 edges and they're going to be the opposite like this. So I have this. I'm going to take my string like this and I want to make sure that it is long enough so that I can tie a knot and so that all my sides are relatively even, like a square. Just like this. So if I hold it up to show you, it looks just like this right now. I still have some excess string, but what I'm gonna do, now that I know how much I need, is I am going to tie a knot the best I can, right there. And then I am going to cut that extra string off, set it to the side. So now I have something that looks like this. I'm gonna put my knot inside one of the straws. I think that just makes it a little bit easier. Push it in and then, look at that, perfect. So now I have what is called a bubble window pane. And what we're gonna do is I'm going to slide my tray slowly back towards me. And we are going to dip this into the bubbles and pull this up. And then we have 2 options. We can either try to blow our bubble, or we can dip and then we can swing it side to side like this and see if we can make enough wind with our body to pull the bubble through. Okay, so let's go ahead and try. I have my window pane. I'm going to set it in the bubbles. Like I said, we want enough bubbles to where the string sinks underneath the bubbles so I can pull it up and we'll have a film on the whole thing. So let's see if it worked. Carefully pull. Oh, it popped at the last second. Let's try one more time. Dip. And pull it up. Oh, popped again. Set it in. Pick it up. Ooh, there we go. Do you see the film where the bubbles are? Look at that. Now we're going to carefully, let's try moving it side to side and see if it works. Oh, it popped again. Let's try it again. So we put it in and then we slowly pull it up. Slowly. Did you see that? That was a huge bubble. So like I said, you can either blow through it or you can try to create enough wind with your body to where you don't have to blow. It's totally up to you. Let's try it again. Oh. When you move this up, you have to do it very slowly so the bubble doesn't pop. Oh, that was a good one. So now you can create your very own bubble window panes using 2 straws and a string. And just remember to be very careful because we want the bubble solution to cover this entire thing. So we have to move very slowly so the bubble doesn't pop because bubbles are very sensitive. For the last activity we're gonna do, we're just gonna set this to the side and I'm going to grab a new straw. And this time we're going to use the same tray. We are going to do something called table bubbles. So all we need is this tray of solution and a straw. And what we're going to do is we are going to gently blow in the straw into the bubble solution and try to push air under the bubble solution so that the tray will grow with a big bubble. So like before, we have to blow very gently because if we blow too hard, the air won't be able to slide under the bubble solution. It'll just go everywhere and then it won't trap the bubbles. All right, let's try. I'm gonna put my straw in. I'm not gonna put it in flat like this because then there's nowhere for the air to go. I wanna put it in at a slight angle, not too much because then the air is just going on top. We wanna do an angle to where the air can get under the bubble solution. So let's go ahead and try. That last one popped. But do you see how all these bubbles grow on the whole tray when I blow out and under? So another tip is that to blow a bubble, you have to suck in before you blow out. Make sure you suck in and then put your mouth on the straw. If you suck in while your mouth is on the straw, all you're doing is sucking up bubble solution and using the straw like a normal straw, and then you end up drinking the bubble solution, which is not fun. So make sure you breathe in, then put your mouth on the straw and then blow out. And like I said, we want to trap the air underneath the layer of bubbles. So you want to put the straw in at an angle. If you put it in flat, there's nowhere for the air to go. If you put it in totally sideways, the air just goes out on top. So let's try one more time. Remember, breathe in. tip, my last tip that I have for you, is that when you're blowing a bubble, you might have just seen that I was blowing out and then I ran out of breath, but I didn't want to stop blowing that bubble because it was so big. So at that point, again, if you breathe in through your mouth, you're just gonna soak up that bubble solution. So you wanna breathe in through your nose and then out through your mouth, which can be a little bit tricky, but I'll show you what I mean. Let's do it one more time. I'm gonna breathe in, out, see how halfway through I took a deep breath with my nose and then I blew out through my mouth? Just like that. So the main key is to never breathe in with your mouth while your mouth is on the straw, because then you're just gonna drink the bubble solution. So you can either use your nose or take your mouth off of the straw. So those are our table bubbles. They are super fun. I challenge you to try to make one big bubble. You will see I had lots of tiny bubbles because I was blowing really fast. But if you blow really slowly, you can get one huge bubble over the top. So that's what I want to see if you can do. Do you think you could try? Yeah, I bet you'd do a good job. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, you guys. I hope you had fun. I know I had a lot of fun blowing these huge bubbles, and I will see you again next time. Bye.
Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe for more videos, and remember to check out our website for additional activities and information.